All right, people, we is here. We is here. We is here. A little late, but we here. Oh my goodness, Ted, I don't know about it, man. I'm just last 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 few days of the year.
I know everybody reflecting, bro. You're reading stories, and everybody's going to be talking about the coming year and all the different things. You got your Speaker of the House sitting there lying. You got your 47 sitting there lying all day and talking wacko. I couldn't even listen to that bullshit he was talking. Then you got your Department of Defense sitting there, capitulating, or I should say, denying authority that he had given out, and they got a scapegoat. Poor general. You know, first of all, they should have been on this shit the first boat he blew up, the Congress shit, but they was closed. They was shut down.
Hmm.
This shit is crazy, man. You done killed almost 100 people. You don't know what they doing. They they out there in the Caribbean, islands, hundreds of miles from the United States, and they blowing up boats.
And swear up and down that they are narco folks and everything. We know. We already got it. We know they're narco people. They don't know crap that they narco folks. These
And
be the
even
little
if they
book.
are, bro, that don't give no reason to kill them. That ain't no reason to kill them. All you do is capture them and get the and get the drugs.
They said they using they trying to strong arm folks saying that we gonna stop these people from bringing their drugs over here in the United States, and knowing damn well that most of the people and stuff ain't carrying no daggone drugs. They out there fishing and stuff and everything, trying to make a living for their family.
Well, here's the thing, though. The thing is that instead of them, they tired of putting people in jail for taking these drugs. It's so many people in jail for drugs, but the sensation for or the demand for all of these different types of drugs. You got your cocaine, you got your oxy, and you got your
Fentanyl,
marijuana,
fentanyl,
all of
yeah.
that shit. And so these people, a lot of these people, like on weekends, Fridays, Saturdays, and stuff, they want to party. They like to get high with drugs, and this is what they do. This is their escapism. That's part of their escapism. I ain't saying everybody does it, but it's a lot of people that does it, and they're functional. Now you got some people that get addicted to it, and then they can't even deal with it. But the bottom line is that there is a demand for it in this country. That's why they bring it here, because they can make money. People will buy it. So that ain't, hey, if that's just the way it is. So I don't know what you do about that, but you're gonna have, you probably have about 20 million or 30 million people that use all of these kinds of drugs, if not more. But that's the way it is, bro. But killing people,
Well, we have an authoritarian government. And most of them folks believe they don't care, that whatever they want to do, they can do it, and there is no repercussion for it. And they know a lot of times that they're breaking the law, but they don't care. They say, well, we can break the law until they stop us. Break the law, and then whenever they stop us, then we'll stop. But
well,
hey, man.
I'm not gonna say what I want to say, but I can just say this: there's a whole lot of people that's pissed off,
Oh, yeah.
tremendously pissed off. I mean, so, but I was thinking about a book I used to read every year, once a year, at the end of the year. There's about maybe 6 or 7 books I used to read when I was you know, 2 book a week. And this book, is called The Robber Baron. The book is not no more than 100 pages. It might be less than that. And, it tells you the story of all of these multi-millionaires at that time, not billionaires, millionaires. And all the names of who they were, who they are, and all that stuff, and how they made their money, and, how they ripped off people. Because, back then, up and coming, the unions was fighting for their rights, and they pretty much, it was about 30% of the workforce was unionized. And, a lot of the things that unions have benefited the everyday worker that wasn't even in the union. 5 day a week, 40 hours a week, all of that kind of stuff, a week off of vacation, that kind of thing. You have to only work 5 days, 40 hours. You get your holidays off and all that kind of thing, and that benefited the workers. Just like at one time, 25 years ago, every company had to set up some type of retirement mechanism. And then I guess the government say, well, this is too hard on some of these small, mid-sized corporations. Let's go ahead on and start doubling up on these people paying Social Security and Medicare because they got to have health care. And so then, now you got that going on. So you got all of these different changes that has transpired to try to eliminate poverty or eliminate all kinds of chaos. Because in 1929, when they had that bust, I was trying to see what was the stock market in 1929. I can only remember it. I started tracking, the stock market in probably 1977, 76. But the stock market was like 900, 1,000, 1,100 points. Now it's over 46, 47,000. And why is that? And the reason why is because more people are investing. And the reason why is because you got your 401ks. Mostly every major corporation, instead of giving you a retirement, they tell you to invest in the stock market, 401ks. So, and they match it. So if you put $30 every 2 weeks into it, the company put $30 into it. So now you're putting $120 every month into your 401k. But there's no guarantee that you're going to make a whole lot of money. You might, like usually these companies back in the day, if you retired, you would get a lifetime pension. Whether it's $800, $500, $1,000, $1,500, or whatever, you would get that lifetime pension. No longer do these companies do that. Now, you might still have some companies do that, and they might only give you, like when you retire, maybe $20,000 or something like that. They have some kind of little form of retirement, but it's nothing compared to what it was. Some of these people got lifelong retirements. So now you got your 401k, and they manipulating the thing, and then what they're trying to do now is they want to bring Social Security into the stock market. That's their ultimate goal, because that's money, that's billions and billions of dollars that come into the Social Security every year. So that money can be utilized in investing. And so you will take that Social Security money and do the same thing with your 401k. So the whole thing is that, in my opinion, is that everyone, when you get a certain age, let's say 65 or whatever, or 70, you're going to want some type of retirement. The little money that you save, and then you'll have some kind of retirement where you can live a decent life at the end of your life. Well, now we are getting to the point is that there is no freedom because they have all your information, your medical records, your financial records, where you live, your telephone, your social security, all of that. And they got a big database, and a lot of times you hear the sad story is that this company just got hacked and all your information has been copied or taken. So we do not have any privacy. The robber barons are seeing to that every American person here in this country will have some type of story, and then they're gonna have your picture. And if they want to know anything about you, all they gotta do is bring your picture up, and all your information just shows up. Financial, medical, where you work, all of that stuff. What kind of education you got, if you're married, if you're single. So to be a loner, I was watching this YouTube guy. He's an ex CIA guy, and he was giving 5 points on how to be undercover, where they can't track you on your phone, they can't track you on your computers, they can't track you where you live, all of those things where you are under the table and nobody can know where you live or all of that stuff. So it's a lot of things that people are doing to try to be under the table where the government don't know what's going on with you. So I don't know where we're going here, Ed, as far as these people, as far as why they want to do all of this. And, you got these multi-billionaires, they act like they controlling stuff. And a lot of things they are controlling. But why are they doing this? That's what I want to know. Why are they going through all of this gyration? I know we do have a 200 million people that just got off the boat, only been in this country for less than 100 years, or maybe a little bit more than that. But the point is that there are people that is in this country that they don't trust, and they allowed these people to come in. It's not that they don't trust us that's been here for years and years and years. They don't trust all of these foreign people. That's what I think it is. So therefore, they got to get information on everybody. And some of these foreign people are coming in and they spies. They trying to destroy America. So it's all a big game for them. We paying CIA, FBI, all these people for trying to stop all of this kind of craziness, but yet still stuff still happens.
Well, the reason why you are never going to stop these people from getting information about you. That is not going to happen. That is not going to happen. As long as we're sitting here, if you go into the store to buy food, if you're doing anything, they're going to be able to find some information and stuff upon you.
Go to the bank.
And as information is valuable, it is worth gold. The more information they got, the more it is. And that is exactly how they're planning on doing and running this country and running the world. Getting information about everybody around here. Anybody who is doing any business at all, they want information about you. And you cannot hide. And these companies who was selling this stuff and everything, they can only protect you just a little bit, but they still going to get the information. I don't care what you do. You walk through the door of Walmart or Target or wherever the hell you go. These people got these things and stuff that if you got your phone or you carrying your phone with you and everything, your daggone ID, your MEID number is popping up into their system because this is how you access your call center. This is how you access your phone company. When you walk in there, they got that number. And even though they might not know who in hell you are, they got that number. And they can take that number, put it into their system and stuff and everything. And when that number pops up again, it comes back into their store, they're following you. They know this number came back in here. We don't know who he is, but they going to track you by that number. Know exactly what's going on with you, what you buying and everything in that store. If you're using a credit card or a debit card to buy anything in that store, they tracking you. You go out and you buy gas at the gas station. They put your credit card in there. They are tracking you, and they know how to do it. And that's all. And they do that because they want to make money. They want to find out where you're going, find out what you're doing, and then they will be able. We don't know it a lot of times, kid, but when you get just like now, you and I are both on this system and stuff we got right out here, and you get on there through your browser. You log into your browser and you get on there. When you log into that daggone browser, these people know exactly where you are, what you're doing. So that browser has tracking things on it. They're tracking you on that browser. Anywhere you go on the internet, they're tracking you. That's why you have to erase your history all the time. A lot of people don't erase their history. They leave their history sitting there. And as long as the history is sitting there, they are tracking you. So what they do and everything is when you go to a website or whatever, because you got that tracking number sitting there and everything, they're gonna pop up an ad and stuff on, and you don't even see it. But an ad gonna pop up someplace on that daggone screen from where you have been to. Maybe you might have went to the store and everything, and you did a search for some shirts, or you did a search for some shoes or some pants, or you searched for some eyeglasses. They got that search history sitting there, and as long as it's sitting there, boom, that ad gonna pop up. There'll be a shirt ad there. You may not see it, but it's there. That's what they're doing. They're trying to sell to you. They're trying to get you to find out all of your habits so they know what to do. Because information is valuable. And AI is going to be even tougher. That's all AI is. Artificial intelligence is finding out everything about you or anything that's going on in this world. That's what it is. And it's an information thing. They want to find out information about what you're doing. And they use that information and stuff and everything to do whatever. And artificial intelligence, I don't care what people are saying, what they're doing or whatever, it's coming. And we are not going to be able to stop it. And everybody is sitting out there saying, "Help, artificial intelligence is going to take my job." Yep, it's going to take your job, your current job. But the other job's coming in behind it. That's how you're going to be able to live. That's what the heck's going to happen. Also, go back to your thing about your Speaker of the House sitting there lying to you. Oh, I saw him today. He went to this 7th district where they got the special election at, and MAGA Mike went there and everything because they scared that they're going to lose the votes and stuff for that seat. And when he came there, he didn't bring Donald Trump with him, but he brought him on the phone. He goes to this meeting and he tells these people, this guy that we're going to bring in here, he's going to follow Donald Trump's program. Everything Donald Trump wants to do, He's going to continue to do that. Now, Ted, you and I know, and anybody else know, that this man done screwed this damn country up. Why in the hell would somebody be telling me that this man is going to continue to destroy me? You got all those farmers and stuff sitting around there who crop sitting out there who's all screwed up. You got these people sitting out there and they know that their insurance premium is going to double because of what the hell Trump did. They got these folks out here knowing that these hospitals are going to be shut down because they don't have any daggone money and stuff to keep these places open. They finna cut $1 trillion away from Medicaid. Why in the hell would I vote for somebody, Ted, who's going to continue those policies? If they put that man in there, they got to be the stupidest people in the goddamn world. That you're going to continue this stuff and everything that Trump doing. I would be upset, man. Ted, ain't no damn way in the world I'm going to sit down there and say, well, he's going to continue Donald Trump's policy. I guess they believe that what they're doing and stuff and everything is helping the country by putting people out of work. You got to be the dumbest folks in the world. If they sit there and sit to believe that stuff, well, he's going to continue what Donald Trump is doing. I will see to you what the heck gonna happen here at this daggone election. With these people, with these people, put somebody in office that they know that is already destroying everything I got. They destroying the jobs that I got. They destroying everything about me. And most of them are farmers. They out in the farmland area. They got huge farms. These farms depend upon selling their products, and they can't do it because he done ruined it. So I'm gonna put somebody back in office who gonna continue that same stuff. What do we do, Ted? Do we need to feel sorry for these people or what? If they put it back in office, what do we got to do? I guess they must like to get beat up. They must like to get whooped.
They believe in Trump.
But he's destroying their family. He's destroying their livelihood. He's got this place in so much debt that we don't know what the hell to do. So we're going to vote for this man so he can continue to destroy this country. This is beyond me, Ted. I really am. This is beyond me. Because I hadn't thought about that. That's after he said that. We're going to continue what Donald Trump is doing, and that's why you got to put this man in office. Save me, Ted. Save me from all this mess here. Those people in Tennessee and that 7th district, if they put that man in office that they know are going to destroy them, they need their butt whooped. They need their head examined.
Well, you know that blood covenant, bro. That blood covenant is strong. They believe in what, they're going to be taken care of. I mean, it's a known fact, according to them, their net worth is 20 times more than the average black person. Whatever that means, because, they might own a house that's worth 400,000, but they owe 300,000 on the house. So they got $100,000 in equity that they can use and do a line of credit or a HELOC so they can get more money off that house. But that's all they got. Because that's a asset, but a car is a liability. But they can borrow some money, help put their kids through college, and take a nice little vacation, and Some of them use that money to start a little business. And it's designed that way. You know, it was designed that way in the 50s when they told all those black military people, you don't deserve no uh, government loan. Get you a house. So that's the whole purpose. But you know, I don't fault the government. Well, I do fault the government because they're wrong for what they're doing. But who I fault is the people that's making the big money. And I'm talking about black people. And you know, they ain't making big money comparatively speaking, but they scared to invest their money in their own community. They scared. Well, I gotta take care of my family. Harry, you got $100 million. What the hell are you talking about? You got $200 million. You got $500 million. What the hell are you talking about? So when you die, you leave your children $100,000. That's what what's the name did. He left them $75,000 apiece. As hard as he worked, Richard Pryor left $5 million. Whoop de doo. But what did you do for your black community, the ones that supported you all those years?
Well, I'm still flabbergasted in my mind, Ted, to wonder that how somebody can just do something to cut their nose off to spite their face. But we've seen this thing before when they tried to pass the Affordable Care Act. Some of these people would sit down there and going against their own. Man,
And they
it's
telling
unbelievable.
lies on lies on lies on ACA. That man been trying to gut the damn ACA ever since he's been president. He cut all kind of benefits out to make it worse. He didn't promote it. Usually there's billions of dollars set aside to promote and get people to be on it. The more people you have on it, the cheaper it gets. The more people you have on it, the cheaper it gets. And they didn't talk down on that program for so long. A lot of you got 40 to 50 million people that don't even have insurance at all. They just go to the emergency room.
But if they ain't no hospital, tell you how you go to the emergency room. Get the hospital go. Because they cut them to Medicaid, and Medicaid money and stuff is what keep these hospitals going.
Well, that's in the boonies. You know, they set up a whole lot of hospitals and clinics in the boonies. Those are all going to be shut down.
Right.
But then, you know, you go 40 miles or 50 miles, then you go to the hospital. You sit in the emergency room till they see you.
Yeah, but you got to go 40 or 50 miles to go to a hospital because they closed down the hospital that's 10 miles away.
Or less.
And now they sitting there competing with who gets to see the doctor, who gets
Correct.
service and stuff, healthcare
Correct.
service, with other people and stuff who come in 50 miles away, and the people who live in the area. So you
And
got the
how
people live
about
in the area and the people who come up from all sides of them and everything to come to the hospital, and they
how
sitting there.
about how about those senior service people who need in care help, which is a program within itself for those people that need doctors to come visit them because they're unable. They in those senior homes and bedridden, and they can't afford to be in the hospital, but they're paying 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, whatever it is, a month. And usually you get some type of medical assistance. Those doctors gonna be gone, bro, because they ain't gonna work for nothing. They ain't gonna work for nothing. They're gonna be gone. You know, they probably go to those senior places, man. Those people that's bedridden, you know, that need some kind of assistance, and they need, you know, they right there, and they give them their little medicine, subscribe their medicine to the in-house nurse or whatever. Make sure they're taking their medication. That's gone. This is, you know, they said it right. It's going to be anywhere from 50 to 75,000 people that's going to just die off for lack of care. And out of that probably group, probably a lot of them, you know, might even get a little bit better and get better if they have the adequate care. But this is where we at right now, bro. As far as
This is where
people
we
go, they
looking
don't
at.
give a shit.
Here's what we looking at. This is what the hell we
They
looking at.
don't give a shit.
This is what the hell we looking at. I'm also and stuff too. Something else popped up. I'm wondering where is the other. Now you got the Speaker of the House. He headed there to the seventh district to try to win a seat, and you got this other lady who's a Democrat and stuff. She's trying to win her seat, but there's not a lot of folks and stuff and everything in the Democratic Party and stuff and everything who coming down there to help the lady to win.
Oh
Where they
yeah,
at?
well they did I think it was a day or two ago. They did a big virtual thing with her. Like you said, there's not a lot.
Mm-hmm.
What's her name went down there? The Speaker of the House went down there and helped his guy,
Right, right.
but they did
And
a virtual.
oh, okay.
They did a virtual, and I heard the lady speak early this morning. You know, and she sounds very enthusiastic. She's
She does.
very
She sounds very
positive.
enthusiastic, and she's not a dumb person and stuff. The lady is very articulate and everything. I
Very
really I
smart,
really
very
I
smart.
really I really enjoyed listening to her speak.
Yeah,
And
she's very smart.
yeah, and I heard them and stuff ask her and stuff about uh 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 AOC trying to came there and stuff and everything to do a rally and stuff with them. And the person and stuff on CNN uh tried to align her with AOC's policies. And she said, and the lady was very articulate about and beat around the bush. She said, my policy and stuff is and everything that anybody who wants to come down to help win is fine and everything. But she says, I'm I'm my own person. I think for myself. I think for the people and stuff who are in my district and stuff and everything. And the people in my district come first in my mind. So she kind of cut that old boy short and everything because he tried to tie her in with the policies of AOC.
Right.
And because a lot of people and stuff don't like those real liberal policies or progressive policies that's out there and everything. And she said, hey, it's okay for her to come down, but I am my own person.
That's right.
And that was a damn good answer and stuff and everything. And I mean, she brought it quick and everything for him. So she said, no, you can't tie me in. In essence, she said, you can't tie me in with AOC and everything. I'm my own person. So hopefully she'll put off a big upset, Ted. I'm hoping.
Well, we'll see. You know,
Not,
tonight we'll find out.
we'll find out. It's about 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock tonight. Somebody going to come forth and say who in the hell won.
Well, you know, the thing is, I believe this. You know, like and they said that it just wasn't one poll. These are a bunch of polls, and the difference is very slim. So, but the point is that are those people going to go out and vote? That's the thing. Are those people going to go out and vote?
Yep. Can she get them to the polls?
You know, back in the day, and I've never been that much into politics, but I remember reading the stories and all of that, how they used to pay people.
They do.
pay people to pick people up, take them to the polls.
They do that. Yes, they do. They got cars and trucks and vans out there, and they sit in these in the headquarters or they satellite offices and stuff and everything, and people on the phone calling these folks up, looking at
And I'm gonna ask you a question.
vote.
And what's wrong with that?
Nothing.
They act like it's a bad thing. I'm an American. I have the right to vote. I don't have transportation. The polling place is 10 miles away.
Right.
They're gonna pick me up so I can go vote.
Right.
Now what I'm trying they try to make it like it's some kind of political thing. Oh, you making those people vote the way you want them to vote.
Hell, Republicans do it all the time. Republicans are doing it. Those Republicans are doing the same thing, Ted. They got people sitting in these offices because they got millions of dollars that they done put into this daggone election. And they're going to go out and find their daggone people and bring them to the poll. And probably strong arm them. Come on, let's go. You got to get out of here. Or they're going to sit down there and they'll get somebody in their neighbor and stuff who knows them very well. Go get so and so out of the bed and bring them to the polls. They ain't got to be. They ain't got to have their clothes on and nothing. Long as they got their ID and everything, and bring them to the poll because we know we got some Republican voters and stuff that coming in there. They're gonna vote Republican, but some of them might not even vote Republican. They might just bring them to the polls and stuff, and they vote Democrat, and they don't even know it. So it's you know, it's a fight, man, out there. I mean, I'm telling you, it's a real fight out there, especially during election day, trying to get your people to the polls. And the persons, the organization who is the most qualified and who the most energetic, who got the most money, usually are successful because they got enough money to do what they need to get done. Drive their people around, pick them up, or pay them. Some of them I've seen them pay them. They might give them $100. Hey, give $100 for your vote. Hey, Ted, I've seen it happen. It's nothing new, but anybody who sell a vote for $100, something wrong with them. That's all I gotta say. Something wrong with them. There's something wrong because they've been doing that stuff for a long time. I watched them, man. It's laughable almost. Oh, anyway, Mr. Harvey, what else is out there going on, man? I've been speaking about this, people, and I've been speaking about it, and I've been talking about it, and most people they're probably saying, well, maybe old Ed and stuff don't know what the hell he's talking about, or he has saying something that's not going to happen. But people, there's an elephant in the room, and that elephant is getting ready to come down there and eat the hell out of us.
Uh-oh.
And that's that goddamn debt.
Well, it'd be
I
better
don't
anyway.
know. Yeah, I don't know if people are sitting around and they're watching what the hell is going on. Our Treasury Secretary, Mr. Bessett, Scott Bessett, whoever his name is and stuff and everything, is secretly flying around and calling these people up and asking them to buy our debt, to buy these bonds. They're asking Japan, who owns $1 trillion of our debt, to buy some more of our debt. If we don't have money, Ted, this country gonna be broke, and something gonna have to break. We cannot continue to spend money just like water. And I'm not one of those Republicans people and stuff who sitting there whining and crying about, yep, we got to maintain that debt. We got to control that debt. And no matter what, cut out the programs and stuff and everything because we got to control that debt. Well, these people have been pounding this crap into our head, these Republicans, for all these many years. And all of a sudden, in March, They put the big, beautiful bill out there, and they giving all these billionaires a permanent tax break. And Ted, they turn around and they're telling people, we gave you a tax break too.
Mm.
And you can't get it until you file your taxes. So when you file your taxes, that's when you're going to get your little money. But it's only for 3 years.
Mm.
They made these billionaires permanent. There is no end to these tax breaks for these billionaires. So even if the Democrats get into power, people, oh, we can make it through this daggone crisis that getting ready to happen, we're going to have to find some kind of way to bring some more money into the Treasury. We cannot operate when you got more money going out than you got coming in. It's not going to work. Something is going to break. So, in essence, that's what they did. They said, well, we're going to take some money away from Medicaid. It's a low hanging fruit out there, Medicaid. And then we're going to lie and tell people that the people who getting Medicaid are those illegals. The illegals are getting that money. They're getting Medicaid. They're getting food stamps. So we're going to cut food stamps and we're going to cut Medicaid because we're going to, those illegals are getting it. And we know daggone well, Ted, because I guess we've been around people who on Medicaid, and we know what the heck happened. We know people who on food stamps. You can't, a illegal cannot get food stamps. They cannot get Medicaid. They're not eligible to get it. They have to be a citizen of this country to get those things, and they have to meet a poverty line that they have to stay within. They got to be within this narrow poverty level. If you're not there, you can't get it. And the majority of our money, Ted, from Medicaid is going to where? The senior citizens, putting these people in nursing homes. That's where that majority of that money going to. And they're cutting it out, people. They're cutting it out. So I guess they're hoping that that their voters and stuff like what the heck they're doing because Republicans are standing on that thing just as strong as they want to. But folks out there, I'm not going to sugarcoat this whole daggone thing here. Even if the Democrats get in office, people, we're going to have to do something and everything, and somebody is going to lose out. Who that's going to be, I have no idea. We're going to have to raise those taxes back up and bring in some more revenue from somewhere if we want to cut this debt and stuff out. Because everybody know we cannot survive, Ted, on $39 trillion in stuff in debt. It's not going to work. It's not going to work, people. So, anyway, that's where we at, people. Look out. That debt is coming at us. It is coming at us. And Bessett has not been successful in getting these people to buy our debt, folks. We are not dependable out there. The dollar doesn't mean anything out there outside these borders. And those Chinese are sitting back there laughing at us.
They're laughing at us.
Laughing at us. The top 3 banks in the world come from where? China.
Top 4.
Top 4 banks. It's sitting over there in that country called China. They got the money. They got the banks. They got the banks. They got the money. What we gonna do? America, what we gonna do? I don't know. Anyway, Ted, anything else you got to say, brother?
No, I'm good, bro. I'm just waiting on. I'm gonna be watching the news tonight.
I'm gonna be watching the news too because I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I'm hoping that these people go ahead on and put the Democrat in office and put something out there. But no matter what the heck happens, Ted, whether that Republican win or not, if he doesn't want, if he only wins by 1%, if that thing is so tight they can't even call the races and everything, it lets the Republicans know and puts them on notice and stuff and everything that they crap is not going to continue to work. That people are getting wise to them and what the hell they're doing. But we got a certain percentage of our society and everything that, like you said, they're going to vote. They got their voodoo on them. They got their voodoo juice running around them, and they're going to vote for. They're going to vote for a Republican. If they got a dog running down the street and they got an eye on his back, they're going to vote for him. Oh. so, so anyway, that's the way it is, people. If anybody out there who are historians and stuff out there, and the last time that we had something going on, we had a civil war going on in this daggone country, and all these folks who live below the Mason-Dixon line joined the Confederate Army to break away from the United States. But guess what, folks? They were so crazy and dumb that they lost. And that dumbness has not left this place. They still dumb. They still can't figure out what the hell to do. So that's where we are. That's where I'm living at. I live in the South, people, where all the dumb folks at. So we here, and hey, the only reason why I'm down here because it's nice and warm. Mr. Harvey, before we got on the air, folks, was teasing me because it's nice and warm down there in Tampa. Nice and warm. Up here where I'm at, it's colder. It's not cold as it is up north, but it's cool around here, and it's raining, and it's horrible outside. But it won't stay that way too long because tomorrow it's going to probably warm up to about 6 degrees, and we're going to be okay.
60. Woo, that's cold, bro.
But man, it's warm. It's warm for us, man. 6 degrees, shoot, man. We're gonna be like a holiday around here then. Yes, sir. That's where I moved to, people. Where it's warm. I couldn't stand that snow. Okay, get it. Don't put Mr. Bishop in that snow. Oh, anyway, folks, we want you guys to continue to follow our show. We're gonna tell you the damn truth. I don't care what the heck happened. We're gonna tell you the daggone truth. And if you got any questions and comments, please let us know. And we love to have you folks out there who are subscribing to the channel. Ask
Like
your
and
friends,
subscribe.
your neighbors, to like and subscribe. Okay, keep us on the air because these old boys right here and everything. We got a lot of history and stuff behind us and everything, and we done been through a whole lot of stuff that some of you folks haven't been through, and we can tell you guys some stories because we got it. So I mean some stories because we follow that history now. We are the matriarchs and the patriots, or whatever you want to call us and stuff, as far as the black community is concerned. As far as this country is concerned, because we've been through it. We done saw it.
And in our day, we were very heavily involved in a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff, people. A lot of stuff. We remember when Michael Jackson was his little family. He was a little bitty boy, and he lived in Gary, Indiana. Little
Hey,
Michael.
I remember when I was a little kid, kind of young, and I used to go see Malcolm X
Oh yeah.
in Chicago.
We were around back on we here, people. We were around when Dr. King was here. We were around during the Freedom March. We was around and stuff when they had sat at the counters and stuff and everything so we could eat at these restaurants. We was here, people.
Hey, I remember when the Motown Review first came out.
Yes, sir.
That was in the early '60s.
Yes, sir. We was around there with Mary Wells and Diana Ross and all that was Supremes and stuff like that when it first got started. We was there, people. And you guys and stuff, and you all Googling and stuff, sitting around here and stuff. Y'all can Google them 45s and stuff we used to listen to. And the LP, 33 and third.
And
LP.
don't let nobody tell you that we have not come far. We have come a long, long, long way.
A long
Been a
way.
lot of obstacles, a lot of sabotaging.
A lot of it. A whole lot of it, people. And we done been through some stuff and everything. So we, especially, I look at this stuff and everything as another step forward and everything. And we done been through some other stuff. We done been through time periods just like this, folks, and we've came through it.
Well, there's so many smart people now. I'm telling you, these young people are smart. They are smart. They know they're on top of it. I believe in them, man. I'm praying for them too. They're gonna make this country better.
Yep. See you guys tomorrow, people. Have a good day. Bye-bye.